Hello, welcome back to BSLIVE. In this episode, I'll be showing you how I set this kind of like crowd system. It's a very simple one using grease pencil. I only need to create like 5 variations of the grease pencil animations, and each one is slightly offset using the time offset modifier, and they are looping by itself, and I simply use geometry nodes to scatter them, to scatter the collections of this dancing human or crowd, and just scatter them. It's pretty simple to do, and I will try to show it to you. So let's get started. So I start with an empty scenes. I'm just gonna delete everything. I didn't use the new 2D animations because I want to work in 3D. I'm gonna show you a few, kind of like a gotcha. But anyway, we start with a blank grease pencil and go to the front view. For simplicity, I will show you maybe with a bouncing ball first, just a very quick one. So we are selecting the grease pencil, go to draw mode. By default, strength is set to 0.6. I'll set it to 1, keep it simple. And also we will be needing the onion skinning. So I turn that on. It's off by default. Okay, so let's create a quick ball. Okay, by default, see this is render 2.93. It says no available frame. You need to turn this on. This is a record auto keying. Just draw a simple ball. Okay, and I just gonna draw something very quickly. Just for an example, I'll be drawing the ball and maybe the stick figure. So we have onion skinning going, and also see by default, if you are working with a time like this, you cannot see the keyframe. You need to open up the dope sheet, and also switch to grease pencil so you can see the keyframe. So for now, just make it kind of like a rough drawing. Oh yeah, by the way, what we are creating here is gonna be looping. So make sure the first and the last is the same. So I just duplicate the first frame. So we have a looping animations, 62 frame. If you play it back, it's actually really slow. So I'm gonna select all the keyframes, adjust them. So because this is like a freestyle animations, I'm free to do this. It's gonna be very quick. 2 to 19. Okay, 2 to 19. Let's save this very quickly. Always save. So free. This is GP. Grease pencil loop. We want to be able to offset the animations and also looping. So we need to turn on time offset. This is a modifier for grease pencil. It's looping by default, but we need to set up custom range. 2 to 19. Okay, 2 to 19. So this is the frame where it's going to be looping. Okay, it's already pretty cool. So we can duplicate this guy, duplicate it. Right, so we have 3 different variations, and we can offset it. So this is what we're gonna do. I think I've done this in the past using animation nodes, but you can also use the geometry nodes, and yeah. So for the material, I didn't set it up, so that's why we have this basic white color strokes. We can turn this on. We get this black colored stroke. You can fill it with any color, and you can have the same material, or you can create single users and give different color. So just assign this and then tap here, create a single user. So it's just another different material. So this is the idea, and you simply use geometry nodes later on. Since grease pencil is also 3D, you can move them somewhere, but be careful when doing this because this auto keying is also keying the object. You have to turn that off. So you can move that, scale it, put it in different place. So yeah, this is the first example. And you can make 100 instances of these 3 objects. Just put it inside the collections, etc. But I'll do it again this time with a stick figure. Okay, file, save as, use pencil, loop. To make a character dancing with a stick figure, you can have like 3 to 5 different keyframes, and that's usually enough. So let's give this a try. So again, we need to have onion skin turned on, and we need auto keyframe also turned on. So let's draw stick figure using mouse. So one of my teacher when drawing stick figure is one of my animation teacher is Jason Ryan, and Jason Ryan draws the body like this, I think, and he cares a lot about this part, the shoulder and the hip. And I think Jason Ryan likes to draw the hands actually. So this is as basics as you can create with a character like a stick figure. So let's try the next one on the frame 5. Let's make a character doing that. The spacing is actually important, but anyway, in this case we don't worry too much. So this, okay, there's a bit of motion there, so that's pretty okay. It's gonna continue and draw another motion. Maybe 3 or 4 frames should be enough. Maybe 5 frames if you want to offset it. So this character seems pretty animated, just dancing. With a crazy pose. Actually, this one, undo that one. Maybe he's doing a kick. And then land on the same original pose, maybe slightly different. But again, we need to go to dope sheet, switch to grease pencil. So we only have 4 keyframes. I don't know if that's enough. Maybe not enough. Should be like 8 frames. 8 frames at least. put this back to original pose, maybe just for fun. Just keep on drawing. Yeah, you can see he lost a bit of volume there, but maybe we can fix that later. Animation takes time. I mean, with 3D, you're very likely to work with armature, so you don't lose volume much. With something like grease pencil or hand-drawn animations, yeah, sometimes you lose volume if you're not careful. Some kind of Elaine dance there. So 1 to 27. Let's just use this and then quickly make instance. Did I make a wrong thing? Time offset. Custom range 1 to 27. Keep looping. Let's create 5 different variations. First of all, put this in the new collections. Tab M, new collections, human. Let's make 5 duplicates. Oh, I didn't draw the fill. That's okay. Offset this slightly so they look different each time. Okay. 5 dancing person drawn like this. Okay. Yeah, probably it's better to make the materials, but for now we don't worry. Let's just create instance of this. Hide everything. Create like a dance floor, I guess. Create a plane. Geometry node. We're gonna use the plane and randomly scatter. Point distribute. Okay. We can use random or more control with Poisson list. We can have this distancing unit. We can also paint weight. Let's use point instance very quickly. Turn off whole collections. Select our human. So we have this. Maybe we have too many. What else? I forgot. I think this guy needs to be on the same space. Select all of them. Turn off this. Turn off auto keying. Option G. Okay. Yeah, it should be like that. Go back to our plane. Our human is probably too big. So randomize, scale, randomize scale, start scaling them. We only have 4. Yeah, at this point you're free to actually draw and fill the inside of this human character. I think that's gonna be useful. Okay, randomize the scale a little bit. You probably want to randomize the scale in the z-axis, so you can control like the height. A little bit, not too much. Okay, this part should be the same number. This should be add 0, 0. Just add a bit of value in the z-axis. Be careful when scaling the the stroke actually change in terms of thickness with this pencil, and so you can also randomize the rotation slightly. But probably not like this, just in the z-axis. Maybe slightly, because you don't want to have like a thin character unless you want it to be facing the camera actually. So we have dancing stick figure here. Let's adjust this. It's probably a good idea to give a bit of like a feel. Let's try this with one character. Give it a material. Okay, we got a fill, style, solid gradient, texture. Okay, you can do it this way. Not the best, but it's at least we have like the inside. And I also like the thickness. Okay, that's okay for now. Different color. Okay, so this is the result. Quick dancing character using this pencil. I think if we can make it so it's facing the camera, that would be best, because we are just using like a sprite. But other than that, I think it's pretty cool. For our plane here, maybe we want to simplify just to make it more rounded. We can have control over the scaling of our dance stage. Maybe on top of this, we can also have like a, the dance ball. Delete everything. Create a sphere, a UV sphere. Okay, material, metallic. With this guy, we can actually okay, material is not transferring. We need to switch this to object, I believe. Okay, and this should be rotating as well. This cobble and add a bloom. Maybe play with the lighting. Actually, the lighting should react to with this pencil. Need to randomize the ball, but you get the idea. Right, so that's a quick dance scene. Like a rave party using grease pencil. I mean, with the grease pencil, if you do the fill more correctly, it's gonna look a little bit better. Okay, so there you go. That's a quick way you can offset grease pencil animations, and you use it with geometry nodes. I think you can do a better job with this, but that's the idea. Hopefully you find this useful and interesting. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you next time. Thank you. Bye.